Good morning. This morning, well, it's afternoon, I'm still going to make Ernie a full English breakfast. Now, I have to substitute some stuff because obviously I don't have what I could find in England. But I'm going to use these sausages for my bangers. Of course, I don't have English bangers, but these are the sausages I'm going to use. I'm going to make some bacon. You can use bacon or ham or Canadian bacon. That's where I'm going to fry up the bangers. Some fried mushrooms. Some fried tomatoes. I got to eat the breakfast too, so I'm going to make some grits. Normally there would be potatoes. I have some lemon curd here, and I'm going to put that on as toast. And then in lieu of the beans that normally are served, I have some hoppin here. And that's a little southern dish, and he'll just get that on the side. So, as I cook everything, I will make little snippets, and we'll see what it looks like in the end. Okay, for those of you who don't know what Hoppin' John is, here is Hoppin' John, and this happens to be Southgate brand. Well, here is Hoppin' John, and in Hoppin' John, there is black-eyed peas, rice, onions, bell peppers, and it says a savory sauce. Well, I'm going to put this in the microwave because, as you can see, I don't have much room left here on my stove. But that is what I'm going to use in lieu of the beans that are on the traditional full English breakfast. So there's your Hoppin' John. Looks good, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to make the grits stovetop method. I'm making 2 cups of grits, and I have the bacon going. What I'm going to do is get some grease off of this bacon to start with, and I'm going to put it back there in that pan for the bangers. I have the mushrooms and the tomato all cut up, ready to go, and I will probably fry them in that pan back there after the bangers are finished. So here we go on our grits. I do the stovetop method, which is you get your boiling water, and then you pour the grits slowly into the boiling water. And I already had salt and pepper and butter in there because I know that's how we like it. Ernie probably won't get too much of these grits because he's not a grit lover. I probably will put cheese in there too. But, and they'll keep hot while the rest of this stuff is cooking. But first of all, we got to render down some of this fat so we can start our bangers. So, we'll be back. Now, I'm going to tell you how I make my grits. There's 2 cups of water and 6 cups of grits. And, of course, now I added salt and pepper and butter to this. But you let your water start boiling. And once your water is boiling, you slowly pour the grits into the boiling water. It's very important that you do it very slow. And then once the water comes back onto the boil, and see how this is boiling and I can't stir it down? Well, then you turn your gas down a little bit, and you do this to make sure you stir it frequently to make sure that they're not sticking to the bottom or anything like that. So now we can even turn this down just a wee bit more. Okay. And this is good. They've got a good start. And that's the important thing right there. Now, since I'm doing so much at one time here, I may not get to these as often as I like. But every once in a while, you just stir them. See, you can already see them thickening up. Those are good. I'm going to put the lid on. And I'm going to turn the gas down real low. Oops. There. Okay, now, I got some rendered grease out of this bacon. And I put it back there in that pan. But I didn't really have as much grease as I wanted. But anyway, what I did is I added a little bit of water. That's a trick I learned from a Cajun guy many years ago, that if you add just a little bit of water to something like this that you're frying, that water helps to cook it while it's browning slightly. But then when all the water's out, it's probably cooked. And then all you got to do is turn it over and brown it. Now you have to be careful that it's not something real thick that wouldn't get cooked all the way through. But for something like these little leek sausages, that's perfect. So we'll be back. Okay, so we got part of this plated up. I decided not to fry the tomatoes. And here's Ernie's toast. I made some homemade bread. And he's got the lemon curd on his homemade bread. And that is homemade wheat bread. So we'll be back when we get the rest all plated up. Okay, here we go. Breakfast is finished. We have the homemade wheat bread with lemon curd. I decided not to fry the tomatoes, so here's the tomatoes. Here's the grits. Here's the hoppin john. Here's the fried mushrooms. He's got 2 fried eggs. He's got bacon and bangers. So that's Ernie's full Monty English breakfast. So, what do you think?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me, now he tasted the hoppin john. He thought it was pretty good. He'd never had hoppin john before. So, smile for everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Full Monty here. Bye.